streets is gon' rock right. At a show is gon' rock right. Here we go with the body boo, you know how we do.
I'm a dreamer.
With so much mad funk, I need it. I need it. With so much mad funk, I need it. Mad funk. I need it. 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 Pumping up the meter with so much mad funk. I need it. 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 With so much mad funk, I need it. 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 Mad funk. I need it. I need it. I need it. So much mad funk, I need it. I need it.
It's just downtown Edmonton. Buddy driving downtown Edmonton for like 23 minutes.
Easy?
Loop, yeah.
That's sick.
Just going up and down Jasper Ave.
Or something. They have the low level bridge or whatever it's called now. Walterdale or whatever.
Maybe you guys can say something?
Yeah, check 1 2.
Something.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Let's start.
Okie dokie.
The Twitch is a little bit delayed. Alright. Hello everybody. How's it going?
Hello, how's
We
it
got
going?
Leaker,
Half hug.
Let's go.
Morgan, FreeDa Funk,
DJ X-RAI.
DJ X-RAI, Randeep, and I'm Yuma, HighOn-BPM's. Welcome to Talk Time. Let's have a little talk and drink some beverages and smoke some weed and talk.
Pretty sure we
right?
could
Call it
beer.
I'm gonna do some sound testing, so you guys go ahead and talk a little bit, and I'm gonna figure out some sound.
I mean, it's James Reddy. I've never heard of this beer, but this guy figured it out in Ontario, so I don't know.
It's all right. I found it in Ontario, and I shit my pants when I saw it at the liquor store up the street.
Oh, there you
And
go.
it was the only 8-pack sitting there. He had no price on it or nothing. So I was like, hey man, how much is this? Like,
That's not bad.
no, it's all right, man.
Cool. So let's get to know you guys more better. We haven't really met a lot.
Well, we played a couple shows
we
together,
played a
but we
couple
like
shows.
never
It's
really
nice to
like
meet
hung
you,
out.
like,
So
hung out,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So
I think it was an after party once, but that was like so hazy anyway. So nobody ever really. You don't meet people at after parties. It's just my best advice. Because
Yeah,
I never
no.
really remember them, right?
So right now would be like a good chance of knowing you,
Yeah,
get to know each other, and
exactly
like
right.
everyone to like know you better as a DJ and everything, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think like made you like passionate about DJing?
Well, it was after I lost my arm, and
So it was after.
yeah, it was after I lost the arm.
Oh,
It
nice.
was 2008 to just sitting around one day, and he's just like, "You're fucking bored," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what I am." And he's just like, "Well, learn how to DJ," and really the rest is history. I just never turned back and really took a passion for it. And I also have the, I guess, luxury of not having to work a full-time job or
Right.
anything that I can sit back and practice all the time.
Right.
Right. So after that, it's just like it became natural. Like I got my first gig and people started to notice. Right. It's really easy to advertise, like promo a guy with one arm. You don't even really have to hear the guy's music. People are going to sell tickets to it because people just want to see the spectacle of it. Right.
That's right. That's right. No, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, and I wanted to stay away from it. So I called myself DJ Alchemy at the start. Like just to kind of distance myself from that. But then it was just like HighOn came up with a guy I met at a festival. Like he gave me a big greasy hug and he was like, "I'm gonna call you HighOn." I'm like, "Hell, no, I'm gonna call myself HighOn." All right.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy
Yeah,
idea. Like I really liked your logo and how it, like, you know.
Yeah, the one arm, like it was just a bathroom, male bathroom symbol.
Right.
I just like, and I honestly, when I first made it, I was just like in MS Paint. And I chopped the arm off and found a red. I went into Corel, which is what I know mostly. I went into Corel and found a really neat font and kind of customized it a little bit and used that.
Right. No,
So yeah, but the MS Paint was just
That
like,
was
I'm
a few
like,
years ago now, too.
Yeah, it's
I
been around for a
remember that,
while,
You
yeah.
were fucking stoked.
I was just like, I made it work. I made it work.
So did HighOn came like in 2009 or?
Oh no, that was DJ Alchemy, but then it was that would be 2016 is when I first heard the name HighOn, and then I was just like, and I rebranded. I started playing more drum and bass, and like,
Nice.
and when it's HighOn, and I still play house, but it's more definitely a lot more drum and bass influence nowadays.
Right. Right.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
No, so you right now that's all you're doing. Like you're not really working. Is it you're just?
Oh no,
working?
I haven't had a job since I lost my arm, right?
Okay,
So car accident in 2007,
Mhm.
and then after that it was just like it was lawsuits, and then I'm here. I have enough money to really just kind of sit back comfortably and do whatever I
Oh,
really want,
nice,
right?
nice,
So
nice.
yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great thing that you could have taken that time and put it
Well,
into,
yeah.
put it into something positive, right?
yeah, and it was just like, it's not necessarily the best industry for your mental health, but if you're like you do it right, it's a good place to be.
I think that
For me,
you-
anyway.
I think you're surrounded with good people. You
Yeah.
know? Well, there's
Takes a
also
while to get
also
there.
bad people, but you know there's good and bad everywhere.
There's good and bad everywhere.
You have to be
yeah.
careful with every scene, right? Morgan, how about you? How did this adventure start with DJing? Do you remember?
Yo,
You knew they were gonna ask this question.
Can I tell you something? I put no thought into that either. I was like, oh yay, questions. I'm a windbag. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But no, for me it was actually therapies last weekend,
Yeah.
and I walked into therapy and I was like, holy fuck balls! Like I want to do this. Like I should be doing this. And
Like in therapy, like you were in therapy. And
no,
No,
not
no,
like
no.
therapy, like psychology. Therapy was the name of Why After Hours.
Oh, okay, okay.
A long time ago, yes, I'm old.
I see.
You know, what's up? Just gonna sit over here and be old and shit.
Yeah,
Just carbon dated myself
Yeah,
talking
you
about
really
a club.
did.
Goddamn. And so no, it was therapies last weekend. I walked in, I looked around, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, you
And
enjoyed the
I
vibe.
and that's when I began. Started out on a set of Tech 12s, playing wax, and took me forever to convert to using digital things.
Oh, so you did the needle thing.
Yeah,
wax
that's how I
needles,
started as
yeah.
well, right?
The needle
Like,
thing.
Yeah.
And
I think it's the best way to learn.
Really?
100% the best way to learn.
That's crazy. So how do you do that? Like, do you get a record and that record has that specific song and you keep on changing the record? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know it's funny because you used to go buy records. And it was about $16.99 a record. So
$16.99.
Yeah, so let's go
At the time.
$20.
That's so expensive.
At the time, that was fairly expensive.
This is back over a decade ago. You know, it was $20 a record. And more
Treehouse.
often than not, you had one song on a record.
What?
You were paying
Yeah.
$20 a
singles.
That's crazy.
And
Real
like-
singles. Not even EPs. You
So
don't
you
even
had
get a
to
couple
have, like,
tracks.
And now we all go on to
Invested.
Beatport, and we're like $1.49.
Yeah.
If I wait, it'll come down to $1.29, and I know that shit, right? But you know, it was part of the journey. A lot of the experience to being a DJ back then, especially playing wax, was the adventure of going to the record store once a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? Heading down to like Treehouse Records. That was the record shop here in
Yeah,
the city.
I was
you
up in
know?
Cold Lake, so I call in a week before I come down, and I go to a monthly trip down to Edmonton to go to Treehouse Records. I call Dane up, and I'd be like, "Hey, get me a stack ready, right?" And
Nice.
I'd spend like 5 hours going through the stack at the store. I'm like, I like this, and I don't like that.
So how do you do that? Like, do you listen to it?
Yeah, you can listen to it at the store.
Okay.
They got
Yeah,
players at the
they would
stores.
have stools and record players and a set of headphones
Oh,
for
nice,
good enough
nice.
for about 4 or 5 people, and
Right.
you sit there and you
Check
go
it out.
Yeah.
each track one by one. And so back then, like when you were buying music at $20 a track,
Yeah.
you know, the quality of music that you were actually hearing was top tier. You know, because like, and I can even admit that I'm bad for it.
Right.
You know, a lot of shit that I wouldn't have bought on wax, I'll buy on digital because you know, like it's not 100% something that I would play, but
Right.
it would work somewhere. So you're like, yeah, okay, for
I can justify that. I could justify buying that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I end up at a gig and I'm like, oh my god.
But you gotta look at it too. When at the time when this was going on, there wasn't the internet to be able to produce and
Yeah.
Yeah, we
produce
had Napster.
anybody could. Well,
Yeah.
not anybody could just produce something and
That's
throw it
crazy how
out for
so
the masses,
fast,
right?
How
And
so fast everything
so
changed.
the record companies would have to. This is a real investment. Is putting that like your music onto wax or even a CD, right? You have
Yeah.
to do the printing. You got to do the labeling and everything like
It's
that.
expensive,
And
yeah.
it's very
Super,
expensive,
super.
right?
Right.
So that's where like I think it's like kind of lost on it. You have to do a lot harder crate digging to get music online digitally nowadays. I think to get to really good stuff, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, no, that's crazy how fast like things changed from like that like 10 years ago and
well,
now,
yeah.
and now it's just
Because
ultra fast.
it was
you
10
just
years
download
ago,
anything like in an instance, right?
Because it's I've been doing it for 13, and 3 of those years was pretty much wax, right, the whole way. And another thing was fucking heavy.
Right.
Oh, man.
Pulling that around every gig, man. Ugh. And it's
Right.
really finicky, so if it gets hot, it can warp. If it gets too cold, it's really brittle.
Oh man.
Do you think you'd still play a set with those?
Oh no!
If I still had records,
no.
I would. If I still had
I'm
records.
just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, you
I've-
sold all your.
No, I didn't
stuff?
sell them. They got thiefed.
Okay.
Yeah, they got stolen. So
Oh.
I mean,
I've also done enough. I've done enough festivals as stage management to just like have a real bad taste in my mouth because people bringing records out to festivals always have a problem go on your stage.
okay,
Right.
and I realized that one time I was the problem.
It's not meant.
I wasn't even that. I don't even think I was
It's
at
not
that
meant
set.
to happen.
But I mean, yeah, like it's just like, and you want them to play because these are like legendary guys in our scene, and like
Yeah.
especially locally, and some of them like on a national scale, right? Like
Right.
they're recognized all over the place, and you want them to play the vinyl, but it's just like I really don't want you to play vinyl because they've been sitting out in the dust for 2 days, like dust or weather, and it's just like something's gonna go wrong
Yeah.
because they're just so physical, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole format's really physical. Great if you want to play that at home in your studio or something like that, but I don't think it's like something you should be bringing to
Outdoor.
a festival, and that's where it just kind of.
I did in 2011.
And it's really and like
That
even
was
the
something.
club DJs, you got to be real careful with everything. And I'm just like, oh, I really just don't want to have this kind of responsibility, like
Right.
just to be able to go out and play music when and now it's at my fingertips.
Right,
Like, it's like literally it hangs around my music hangs around my neck, but I'm going out to a gig, right?
Wow, yeah, that's crazy. So you have how many like festivals have you played in?
Oh,
like,
jeez.
Or like what was your like favorite festival? to
My
play at?
favorite is always going to be Rainbow Fiddle.
Which
Facts.
Well, the
All of
Rainbow Fiddle, all of them, but my real good year was 2017, or it was 2018 with the real big new tower stage that we did.
Nice.
When we really started hanging out and started working together too,
was
right?
some special shit.
That was a
right
real
there.
special stage. It was 3 a.m.
And where is this?
This was at Métis Crossing, just outside of Smoky Lake here in
Yeah,
Alberta.
yeah.
And it was just like just a great little festival. It was and like I don't know. There's a lot to say about that festival. like,
Like what do you mean? There's a
well,
lot
there's
of
just like there's so much that happened in such a short time frame with it. We did what 4 years.
Yeah, it was 4
Yeah.
years. Well, I was only there for 3.
Yeah, I
but,
did all 4.
It was
Oh,
4
nice.
years of.
But then it's just like 2019, we got rained out really badly, and just like everybody got stuck. We're talking 400 vehicles got stuck in the mud.
In
Bro,
the mud.
I legit left that tent trailer I bought.
Oh,
there.
yeah, I know.
I was like,
We
I'm
know
not
all about
going
it.
back for it. Fuck it.
We know all about it. If you were there, you know. We
So,
still
couldn't
party
get
still
it in,
happened.
tried
Party
not to
still
get it
happened
out,
because
but-
it was just like but it was like we had 2 supercells collide above the festival, like huge weather,
That was
and
scary weather.
well, it was been raining for 2 weeks during the build, like just constant, not really all that bad. And then on Thursday morning, right before all our volunteers are set to get there, it dumps over 100 millimeters in less than an hour.
That's wild.
It was wild, and it just destroyed it destroyed us after that. Like
So
financially,
you guys
The bear was also
the bear was a big,
demoralizing.
I'm
like,
was a big
you know.
issue too. We had a bear in our
bear
camp.
problems.
A tower stage camp. We had a bear. Yeah.
So was this a festival that you guys made, or?
Well, yeah, we were part of the
We were part of the
Awake in
tower
Life, the tower stage crew. So
Oh,
we
okay,
built
I
the one
see.
stage. So there were different crews that built each stage, right? So we
Alright.
had the tower stage, we had the desert rose, and we had the way station. And then later on, we had the Tesla, which was kind of like here we got extra deco and some extra sound, so go make a stage over there in the woods somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I never actually got to see the Tesla in person because I was always so busy at the tower, right?
Right.
But like just the amount of production and just the people we got involved and like all of
Actually,
them.
Shax played the Tesla.
Uh,
I remember going.
So this is a pretty big festival because
well, it was it got fairly big in its years. Like we were talking like it was. I think on our best year, it was 600 people,
Okay.
600, 700 people.
But there's a lot of like different stages.
Yeah, we had a bunch of different stages, and it was about, but it was more about there was an RPG style vibe that they were going for. Because Brad Dolinsky, he's like big into like the fantasy world and actually video game development himself, right? Like he works on level design, I think freelance for a couple different companies, like known companies too, right? So, but so he's in there with like just this whole like him and Dustin put together this idea that it was going to be like this fantasy kind of game to go along with the festival.
Right.
So there was, and it was just that it evolved over time, and there was a storyline to it and everything. And it's like I'll send you some links to it to actually look up the story. Like the website should still be up.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
No, it was a really special time. Like it was family friendly and all that, but I mean, like certain time, like, well, sun goes down. Let's get rowdy.
Right.
The tower got pretty rowdy.
Fuck, we had the mayor of fucking Smoky Lake
Oh, yeah.
up there. One night.
That was the mayor.
The mayor.
Mayor.
That was the new tower. Big tower. Really liked us. Everybody liked us out there, and it was
Nice.
just a good time. Yeah, but like that goes back to the original question. As my favorite festival, that would be my favorite one was 2018 when we got the big stage, and it was just like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's just like I'm twacked on a couple substances. It's just like I'm in there, and it's like all the other stages had to like shut down because of like lightning that struck in 2 different parts of the like at the same time over like each end of the festival.
No way.
And so none of them were really prepared for that kind of weather.
Right,
We only were because we shut everything down and put everything away.
Right. Right.
So by the time it comes around, it's just like, okay, it's I can play my set now, and then it was just like nobody else is on other than the tower stage, so it was crazy. It was one of the better experiences that I've ever had as a DJ. And I've had a few of them, like really good parties, but that one always took the cake for me anyway.
No, that's nice. That's nice. How about you, Morgan? Is there any like favorite festival or like any like cool?
My very first festival that I played was 2011 at Motion Notion.
Oh, Motion.
Yeah.
Nice.
And as we were talking about records earlier, not wanting to take records
Yeah.
to a festival, well, this guy, 2011, showed up with a crate of records and record case I had, it could withstand.
I remember CDJs at the time were garbage.
So
They
there were
took-
CDJs.
Well, they took
But the-
CDs.
But they weren't as
Even the
intuitive.
CDJs right now, they still take CDs.
Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah, but
That was
More
pretty cool. I
flat
just saw
CD
that the other day,
things.
and
Yeah,
someone puts the
They don't even
CDs in
realize.
the CD. I'm like, what?
sorcery is this?
I'm like, where did that come from? Like he was
Right?
gonna connect
But,
it to his laptop.
yeah.
And I was like, holy shit! How does that work?
But that was my first festival. Took records there, and
That was still the Drake
I was
Valley site,
paranoid
eh?
the whole weekend.
No way.
trying to make sure
Yeah,
they didn't get
well,
too hot because
Yeah.
it was
Or
bastard
wet.
hot Alberta heat.
Right.
Yeah, and then
And-
wet if it's a nighttime.
Well, cool
right?
off at night, then you're worrying about condensation,
Yeah.
soggy wrecking
Yeah.
sleeves. Anyways, my favorite experience though would be 2019 Rainbow Fiddle, despite the mess that it might have
That
been.
was a good one. party.
This guy made sure I was playing a Sunrise set.
Oh yeah.
And I was
Hey,
like,
I
buddy,
did a bunch of
am
work on this, actually.
so fucking ready for this.
Well, no, and I
And-
made sure I knew where to
Yeah.
while we're building the stage, I'm watching where the sun's gonna rise.
Nice.
So I knew where
Only
what
kept me in
time.
mind.
Yeah.
Real good. So, very first track that I played was a house remix of Lion King.
Nice.
Right at the beginning.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, so that's what I started my set with.
That's sick.
And
And there's
it
a bunch
was-
of people out here actually for
Yeah,
this,
and that was just
His
that
view
set
had to be the
tone,
best.
and it was just fire.
well, because
Yeah.
his view, what he would have seen is now the shadow getting smaller as the sun's coming over the stage onto the
Yeah.
crowd as he hits this fucking song.
Nice.
As he's pressing play and it fucking like everything's happening, it's like bah, and then, like the sun peaks over the stage because I'm standing in the back.
What
I'm
today's
like,
a good day.
yes!
That's perfect timing,
Like,
that's
we
perfect
nailed
timing.
it.
Yeah,
right?
no,
Yeah.
that
Well,
was
that's why I
also
was
the
just
day.
like I was making sure we're like people were I'm like okay you gotta keep them back for like 5 minutes like so slow him down a little bit so he's a little late on a set.
The other beautiful thing about that set, which
Oh yeah, this is neat. Yeah.
I was not paying attention to anything but
The CD.
playing my mix,
Yeah.
you know? Like I was in it, I was feeling it, and I was just balls deep in that. And Norma, Femme Funk, that was the moment, about halfway through that set, where Norma invited me to be a part of the faculty of funk, which was like super dope, like made my life, buddy. Like,
Nice.
it was so good. Like everything, minus the Bears and the rain. Everything about RBF 2019 was pretty incredible.
Nice.
Like, not gonna lie.
So
Incredible's the word for it because I mean it was super good and super bad too. Like,
Right.
just the mud though, it was super thick. It was a hayfield.
So how did you guys like get out?
We
Ended
got
up paying
lucky.
nearby farmers.
Yeah, we paid out the ass for it. Two farmers. It was actually a father and a son. They had 2 tractors. And the funny thing is super bad coincidence. There was a tractor
Oh, yeah, I'll
convention
take that.
going on in Alberta.
Yeah.
So all the local farmers that had a tractor
Yeah.
took it to this tractor convention for some fucking reason.
Nice.
And so that was the only people in the in the vicinity that could help us at all.
Right.
So we got screwed out screwed pretty bad on that one. But I mean we got everybody out eventually. There were some cars still stuck in there for so long. Oh, we're on the field
I didn't leave till Tuesday, and I was still.
So where were you guys
handballing
dancing?
shit.
Like was it like?
Oh, we had
above the
so
ground?
what we did is we did a little bit of due diligence before. We went out with May Long and we picked our spot for the tower stage.
Yeah.
And we picked a good one because we only had a problem with one really big puddle and in our camp area a little bit. So
Sunday woke up
well,
swimming.
and I woke up and opened up a trailer and there's water almost up to my door and I'm just like I gotta take a leak, so just right out the door. Because I was just like, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm gonna go back to bed. And then I get back up, I hear a splash, a couple splashes, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I get up, and there's 2 railway ties sitting there. It was my bridge. I was just like, ah, man. And I was there the whole weekend, right? It was my own personal moat.
So
It's like if your feet were wet, but before you got to my camp, trying to get in my trailer, they were wet.
I was a foot Nazi, you remember?
Oh, yeah.
I was walking around. I had dry socks in my pockets.
Yeah.
I would
I,
stop every hour and
I would-
just change my socks because I didn't come out of my rubber boots.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter if they
I
were
was every
dirty socks;
12
they were dry socks.
Yeah.
Every
So
12
you,
hours
took,
I
you,
was
took,
told.
you took many
I
socks with you?
took 12 hours off.
Always do, man. If you don't have socks, you can't win at life, bro. You
Every
gotta have
12 hours
socks,
of
man.
that build, I took
Right,
I took a long time, and I would go into my trailer because I had a nice dry, really nice mattress in this trailer, and it had like a furnace and like AC and stuff like that. So I was good, and then it was just like just go put my like take everything off, like and dry my feet off because we had legit cases of trench foot.
No, like people left the festival to go to the hospital because
I'm lucky. We're lucky nobody lost their foot, man. Like it's pretty bad.
So,
but it's just like how hard everybody was working to pull this off in really shit conditions.
Right.
When you're running around a festival and like before a festival, everything goes to hell when it's super wet, man. Oh,
it got to a point like we had people trying to direct people where to drive.
Oh,
but it was so slippery and the traction was shot to shit for a lot of people. It got to a point. I think it was Dreadnought. He was bringing duck shells.
yeah.
I think they were traveling together, and Dreadnought was just like, you know what? I see that puddle, and I don't give a fuck. Well, he ended up, he literally floated halfway across the top of the until his tires got traction again.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do the whole time. It's all clay underneath this hay field, right? And like if you stay on the path that gets water in it, like just stay in the middle. It's just water.
Yeah.
It's not really going to be all that
He
bad.
had enough to cope.
But people going on the outside cause more mud to fall into it, and it just becomes this big mud bowl that doesn't drain either because it's clay.
So, you guys, how are you guys finding post-COVID situation? Is it everything going back to normal, or is it a little bit more struggle now, or how is it out there?
Well, what I've seen is now it's like there's a lot of competition. And that's
you mean like
thing.
lots of new DJs that got
like
brought
a lot
up?
of new faces.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Well,
I'm a COVID
But
kid.
that's okay.
You can't do fuck all else. You might as well get a new hobby.
Right.
You can't beat your dick all day for 2 years.
And I mean, it's
Might as well get you some
good
music.
thing.
Fuck.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a great thing
I
for the
started
industry.
DJing right after in the second year of COVID.
And the competition
I'm tired
breeds
of beating up
a great
See, I told you. No.
a little bit of healthy competition
Fuck,
doesn't
you
hurt.
got it.
But it's just like you got to keep that kind of competition focused. Like you can't keep people gotta get paid too, right? So it's like if we get people that are going and doing this for free, kind of thing that are brand new and stuff, that really kind of hurts us older guys because we're not willing to do that for free, right? It's like
It sucked playing for free pre-COVID.
yeah.
I'm not about doing it
post-COVID.
post-COVID. We're in a new world. DJs get paid.
Gas is expensive.
But I guess competition can be good because
Yes,
it kind of
it
puts
keeps-
you on your toes, and then you gotta
keeps everybody
you
let
gotta
go.
like,
Yeah,
oh
yes.
wow,
Absolutely.
there's more people with
Well,
more
that's where-
ideas and.
And you know what? Edmonton has been a fairly if you're a house DJ in Edmonton, it's like good luck, man.
Like, for
you,
real.
you got some work ahead of you.
That's
But drum and bass is a good place to get started if you want to get some gigs going on, right? Like they might not be the best of time slots, but drum and bass I found this is a very new and emerging scene that's like gonna go like in Edmonton that's like been around forever, but never really kind of taken a spotlight.
Right.
And now is the time where it is starting to take a front seat.
Yeah, I can see it more and more.
Right?
Yes.
So, which I think is really cool because I'm a junglist.
Well, and it's kind of fucked up because he got me playing drum bass.
Yeah,
and
as I do with
fucking-
most people.
You know, and well, who the fuck was I opening for? At that gray area festival.
Oh,
remember?
yeah,
And you're like,
Sticky
bro,
Buds.
Sticky Buds. Yeah,
Sticky Buds.
yeah. I was opening for Sticky Buds. He's
Nice.
like, 4 hours before I'm supposed to leave, go to the gig. He's like, Morgan, there's a folder of drum and bass. You better figure out before you go, because you might need to play some. And I was like, and so the pressure was on, and fucking he had me stand there for 2
did fine.
hours, and I figured out drum and bass. And I didn't stop playing drum and bass. My big thing right now is playing breaks.
Well, these are fun. Yes.
They are
I hope
so
you play
fun.
breaks
They're
tonight.
so fun. I'm going to play breaks.
Because I play
tonight.
drum and bass. and I
what's
was playing
breaks?
drum and bass. Okay.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today.
Okay, so
Quick rundown. He's a man to
breaks
talk
go
to.
a lot of ways. Okay, you got melodic breaks, down tempo breaks, shit like that.
Drum and bass is a break.
Drum and bass is a break, yes. But breaks, kind of breaks I like to play, they're very housey vibed, but it's a broken beat. So it's not boom, 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 boom. It's boom, 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 boom.
Oh, okay.
So you've got extra hits on your third beat
Right.
in your bar,
I
right?
see.
So they're really fun. I enjoy them immensely.
And that's what
it's
the genre
hard.
is called?
Breaks, yeah.
Well, break beats.
break
is,
beats.
another way.
The shitty part about my loving breaks so much is it's not often a breaks DJ really just gets booked to play breaks, unless there's actually a break show.
Unless it's a specific artist.
You know what I mean? A specific artist. You know, Crafty Cuts come here. He always has a good show here. He plays a lot of breaks. He's a break beat god. But,
yeah, he's the he's the guy.
You know.
Break
so
beats
what
are
I'll
fun
do-
to mix in with other stuff. As
Oh,
well.
yeah, they
House
go
and
great
breaks
with house.
goes
They
really
mix
well.
perfectly with
So
Right, with
like,
house.
I've done it a few times in the past. I'll get booked as a house DJ. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm a house DJ. I'll walk in, I'll play 2 house tracks, and I'm like, bam, breaks, take this. And you know, like the crowd really responds to breaks.
Yeah.
I think
They are
especially on
so
festivals,
annoying.
right?
Well, especially at festivals.
Especially at festivals. Like if.
But I think like even so like even an experienced promoter is gonna see that like probably not even notice that you're playing breaks like until a little bit and like keep going and keep pushing it a little bit. But
Like, I don't even
like,
know what breaks is. I don't even know.
But you can have
change your life.
But it's got,
funky. You
if
can
it's
have
got the
funky
real
breaks.
funky
You can
house
have,
vibes, right? Like,
Yeah.
ooh, you can make it sound real housey.
No, that's a new thing.
But you can make house sound like breaks too.
Well, Tech House.
Tech
gets
house
to get
is
that breaky
Tech
vibe,
house has
you know?
got a breaky vibe anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Enough of my breaky
Hotspot Events is gonna have breaks and drum and bass event coming up.
Yeah, they're
So-
doing that with Filthy out of Filthy City out of D&B. Those guys out of Calgary.
So you guys peel your I don't know how to say that. Peel your
Eyes.
out. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that saying in English?
Peel your eyes out?
No.
Keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes out.
Keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled.
Keep my
Keep your
eyes
eyes
out. I was
peeled.
like, you know, my
Hey,
allergies
Yeah.
have been.
well, you know, I get it.
eye.
No, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes
Keep your eyes
peeled.
peeled.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes.
Which is such a weird way of saying it too. That's a strange.
Just don't let them
So-
grow over. You have to see everything.
So what's in the future for you guys?
I got a
Or
little
what would you
project.
like to
Do you have
be
like
in your future?
Yeah, any
I
like
kinda-
any specific like venues that you dream about playing?
Oh, not really.
Like here in Edmonton,
Shambhala
like,
is always the dream,
Shambhala is always
right?
the thing.
How about here in Edmonton? Like,
Here in
is there
Edmonton?
any club that you
I
wanna
played
play
most.
at?
I played most of them, right? So it's just like, and it's just like I just like playing in Edmonton,
Right.
right? Like it's just as a whole. Like I've had bad experiences in clubs, I've had good ones, and at that same club, right? So it's just like it's venue's a venue, right? It's I think it's more about like the promoters and crews that you're working with too.
Right.
Is another big one,
Right.
Yeah.
right? Like as it sits right now, Hotspots has been a lot of fun. Like I've been dealing with them for a bit, so.
Right. Hotspot. Shout out to Francis.
Yeah.
Killing it. Killing the game.
Keep on
right
chasing that
now.
rainbow, bud.
Let's go. But yeah, so any venues that you haven't played at, but that you want to play at, you know?
This new Temple Ballroom, I'd like to get a gig.
Yeah, out on the West End, close to home. Like,
Temple Ballroom.
Temple Ballroom, look me up. I'll play
Yeah.
breaks.
I was talking to Mike Hugh from there anyway, so
Yeah.
that might be a thing in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, you guys check out Temple Ballroom as well as Deluxe on White Ave.
Yeah, Lux is where we've been doing this Saturday.
It's been bumping.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
it's been killing
Well,
it.
and then the
Killing it.
the hotspot brings in like Marcus Visionary, and I'm playing after that. Like he's the godfather of drum and bass in Canada, right? Like,
Right.
Yes, I was there. It was a fun
that was
event.
a good one. That was a good one too. That was one of my better sets of the year. It's like early in the year.
No, Temple Ballroom. Shout out to Temple Ballroom too. Amazing place. It's so
I'd like
nice
to
there.
I'd like to throw a set down there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, they have some crazy visuals and like their lighting is perfect too. Like I've seen that.
Yo, is the strip club still there too?
I think so.
Like, is
I
it
think
right
so.
beside a strip club?
It is.
Perfect.
That just
Perfect.
sounds like great
Perfect.
cross promotion for both of them. Like,
Honestly,
Right.
I remember playing it in the dungeon at Eden.
so like,
Oh, you did?
Is that the
Bunch of
is,
times.
is that the strip club that's beside it?
no, wasn't Eden on
Eden was down on 97th
97th Street? Yeah, like
Uh,
real
I guess it burned or something.
Yeah, it used to be the Crazy Horse before.
Yeah, oh,
it
yeah.
got bought out.
Those places seem to burn.
Well, yeah, there was a fire or something
Yeah.
happened there. I forget what happened. But yeah, no,
Hookers must smoke a lot.
Here to talk about music, we're talking about
Strippers,
strip
sorry.
clubs.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Sorry, my English is
well,
bad.
no, but I played in the dungeon, right? So I mean, you can easily do like an after party at a strip club. That's the thing.
yeah,
People,
right.
yeah, people have done it. We've done it a million times.
So you've had an after party at a strip club?
Oh, all the time.
No
like
way.
where we play at the
And
strip
like,
club.
like
and
do the
stuff.
strippers like start like stripping?
Oh
stuff
yeah,
or
like
what?
we were in the dungeon, so it's just like it's like
This sounds
Eden
pretty-
had it like their own like separate little strip club or like nightclub kind of vibe more
Right.
so, right? But still, there's strippers down there.
Is there still this place?
No,
going on
that
there?
place shut down.
No,
I don't
no,
think.
no,
I think they
no.
tore it down now. Actually, I think they tore down the building finally.
That
Yeah,
sounds-
no,
that sounds
you're
pretty
not
intense.
No,
you're not
you
gonna see
ain't missing
nothing like
much.
that
You ain't
no
missing
more.
much.
It sounds pretty intense.
It was a time and place to be alive, but also you're not missing much.
So you guys gonna have half an hour each music? Are you
Yeah.
guys gonna do back to back?
I think we'll
Or-
keep her separate for now. So
Yeah,
on my
okay.
radio show, we're gonna do Free Hugs. That's on True North Radio.
Oh yeah, free hugs. Free hugs.
On the dance channel,
That
EDM
lots
channel.
when we play together.
Oh yeah,
Free
everybody
hugs.
check out True North Radio. There's three different
TrueNorthRadio.ca.
channels.
And then we do EDM channel on Twitch, Dark channel,
And we revived
and
True
it's-
North Trance.
Trance is back. Yeah.
Yes, True North Trance.
True North Trance is back on Twitch. So.
Yeah, tons of good music.
So what's going
Yeah.
on with True North Radio? Is
Oh, we
True
got
North
tons of stuff.
Radio,
We just pulled another event, which was the After Hours event, which I mean,
Yeah, that
it's
was
just all of us
the
playing
other
music
week.
anyway.
Yeah, it's just all us playing music, but it's something.
Next
that-
up is the Resident Switch, which I'm not probably not going to take a part of just because I've got too much going on in April.
Right.
I would have, but
Yeah.
So the shitty part of my year is coming up. I do concrete in the summers.
Yeah,
So
that's-
like
that's
I'm
something.
barely
Money
in the
Yeah,
city. I'm
yeah.
barely here, right?
So
I'm
where
Kenny
you-
Who
where
Danny
you-
we're going to
where
talk
you
about,
working
so we'll
usually?
figure that out too.
Usually up in Fort Mac,
Okay.
doing Fort Mac things.
We're going to talk about Uncanny Hootenanny too, so stay tuned at some
Oh
point.
yes, the Hoot Nannies.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, the Hoot
Oh,
Nannies.
did you guys talk about that?
Well, we're going to.
tell us more.
Tell us more.
Tell us more.
You know as much
We're
as we do.
talking about it.
You
is
know
that?
as much as we do.
Uncanny Hoot Nannies. So the first year of the pandemic, 2020.
Yeah.
We decided to throw a party.
We decided to throw a
Well,
party.
we were, okay.
Well,
It's a little deeper than that.
there was some other folks throwing parties.
Shout out to them too, SDR.
But before SDR, even Norma.
Yeah, Norma too.
Doing those funk things in
Yeah.
the little park outside
Yeah.
the back of her house.
The back of her house.
So Norma.
I
who's
remember
Norma?
partying in the
Norma's
back of her
Femme
house.
Femme.
I was
Femme
there
Femme.
once.
Femme
Part of
Femme.
Faculty of Funk, one of the old school like funk and breaks like crews in the city, putting together shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's that's
So,
Norma.
you guys,
that's
so
Femme Femme.
you guys decided
That's
to
actually a pretty
throw a
good
party,
guess.
eh?
Yeah. So we did we were just like okay, a little disagreement with the guys at SDR, just about somebody they were using. It's a longer story. So we decided. I was like, fuck this. Me and like a couple other people and this guy were just like, well, screw it. Let's do it ourselves. And so we did, and it turned out to be actually this thing kind of blew up on us.
Yeah. So
When we got to site, when I got to site,
I became a lawyer.
the cops were already there, kind of thing. The cops were already there, and they
So
were
why
like,
are
"Hey, you
the
guys
cops
are."
again?
Was
Are
it
you guys
here in the
uncanny?
city?
Yeah, it was right here in the city.
So
Yeah.
we were
Was
at
it in
Kinsman
the park?
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
at
down the
Kinsman
park.
Park. No, we were
Oh,
at Kinsman Park for the
okay,
first
okay.
one.
Okay.
So we're sitting there, and when I get to site, the cops are already there asking Jimmy Shacks, poor guy. It's
Yeah,
just like,
Shacks
so
didn't have
you guys are on Kenny Hootenanny, right? Because all the hype that was built up around this thing.
See,
early
everybody
on.
else that was doing the park parties during COVID, they wouldn't advertise,
Right.
right?
Yes.
It's just
Right.
pop up.
So you
So
guys
we got numbers.
advertise.
We got numbers.
I looked at Beaker and I was like, bro, let's promo the fuck out of it. Because there was
a bad idea.
And the cops were waiting there.
no. So here's the
They're
thing.
like, okay,
here's
we'll
the
be
thing.
back. We'll be
Right,
back all
here's the
day.
thing. Okay,
See, they're watching us. They're watching us.
This
on
is
social
this is
media.
a bad
So-
idea.
well, the thing
No,
was,
I was like,
there,
yeah, cool.
there was other companies in the city throwing
Doing the
shade
same
on the
thing.
people
Yeah,
that
and
were
then
doing the park parties. And they're like, yo, if you guys want to do these park parties, you'll never play
You'll
for
never
us
play
ever."
for us
Yeah,
ever
you'll
again.
get
Okay,
That was some
so
bullshit,
like,
too.
all
Like,
right,
yeah, fuck it, suck it.
because they were saying, oh, well, you guys are hiding them and being, all shifty and sneaky about
So we
it.
weren't.
So I looked at Deeker, I was like, bro, we're not going to be sneaky. Let's promo the fuck out of
So I made a poster. I made a couple posters. And I fucking threw this shit out there.
I had the biggest headaches of my life.
Oh man.
Going through 2020, dealing with the police every single Saturday.
I bet
Dealing with
that
the
was
police.
not a very good idea.
I
fucking
should
fine.
take a minute
We
though,
were
because
good
it worked out
idea.
good, and I should take a minute. Zane with the
Yeah.
Edmonton peace officers, not police officers, the peace officers that monitor
Park
parks.
Rangers.
Park Rangers,
Edmonton.
absolutely. He was a
Shout out to that
delight to work with.
Oh man.
And we actually did one last year, and I didn't pull any permits, even though they were opening things up, because I didn't know, and I
Well, we
wasn't
didn't have
gonna
enough
spend the
time
money.
either.
Yeah.
But we got insurance.
But I did get insurance, lots of insurance. You should have hurt yourself there. You'd been paid by now. But anyway,
Advertise next time.
I'm trying to get hurt on your
Try to get hard at our parties. We're in
No, guys, don't get hurt on any
Stay
parties.
safe always. But,
Really sucks.
That show.
Safety third.
Wear a helmet.
This one
That's right.
peace officer
Double protection.
showed up, and I was like, oh my
Oh,
god.
this is the last one.
So,
She was a battle axe of a woman.
So this lady shows up, one of the peace officers, and she starts giving me a hard time. I was like, listen, I have insurance.
First words out of her mouth as she's getting out of the truck. I'm not necessarily as like soft-spoken about this as he is, I guess. This is why he deals with the cops, not me. But she gets out of
Not
the truck and
anymore.
first words out of her mouth are, "Where's your permits?" I was just like, "Oh, Morgan."
We gotta talk to that. So she comes strutting over to me. She's like,
Well,
you
we
running
had-
this? And I was like,
There's
the
so much
fine
more to
running.
this, dude. There's so much. Boy. Yeah. So,
Chase
but it was
defines
also
hurting and
what
what
happened
happened.
was like we got shout out to John Edge here with that shout. For
I
throwing
told
a
you
hell
guys
of a-
not to do some of
for
that.
throwing a hell of a party. But at the
Yeah,
same
big ups.
time, I was just like, he's just like, I'm gonna be on site by 8:30. I'm just like, oh, the fuck you are. Why? And so I get out there, and he's already got the big ass pavilion tent. This white pavilion tent set up. It's this big, massive thing, and I'm like, oh boy. And now he's starting to hang arrays off of this structure as well. I'm like, oh my god, we just built a structure in a public park, and we got no permits for it. And he's got his
Leave it to
truck
Morgan.
parked. He's got his
I
truck
got
parked
you.
where it's clearly posted signs, no vehicles parking, no parking in the park at all. And he's got a truck with a trailer on it. I'm just like, yeah. Well, and like she came driving up. It's like, here we go. Before the party even really starts, we're getting shut down.
And I was like, okay, so
I was
like,
convinced
here's
this
the
time.
thing. Yeah, he didn't think I was gonna pull this one off. For
I
sure.
don't think
So
you
it
did.
worked.
I
I don't even think he did.
So I go up
Sorry,
to her,
spoilers, I guess.
and I says, listen, okay, here's the thing. I've got a good repertoire with a lot of the peace officers. I was doing these all last year. If you don't believe me, contact Zane. He'll tell you all about us.
Yeah.
And she's like, ugh. Zane's my supervisor. I was like,
Yeah.
then you should talk to him,
You should
please.
talk to
I got so excited. I was like, yes, talk to Zane. Right?
Because I heard him get excited. Because I'm like within earshot. I'm just kind of hanging out.
So I was like, listen, here's my insurance policy. I showed her the email from the insurance. I was like, look at my insurance policy. Like, I'm good up
it
to
as much as we can.
$25 million here.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so just,
That
I
could come
know
down
I
on a
don't
couple
have the
people.
permit. I was like, I realized I don't have the permit. But
Oh,
back in
man.
March, when I would have needed to file for the permit, we didn't know things were going to be open. So why am I going to pull a permit if you're not going to be open? And she was like, well, I'm calling Zane, and
Good.
Zane will come down to talk to you. I was like,
Good.
that's perfect. Thank you so much. And she looks at me, like, just deadpan. Doesn't matter what Zane says. I still call the shots here. I was like, okay, ma'am, okay. So Zane rolls up, gets
Was
out.
any of your supervisors?
Zane pulls up, hops out of the truck.
She
and I
reversed
look at
Karen
him,
us, man.
and I was like, yeah, she reversed Karen me. That was sad. So Zane rolls up, and I yell at him. I'm like, Zane, man, you put on weight this winter. And he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, Morgan, so did you.
So
got
immediately-
everything worked out with
Well,
Zane.
immediately this
And
woman,
she-
she sees that happen, and she's just like,
She was not impressed.
She's like, oh,
because
okay,
she's
you
like,
know,
he
this
just
guy
won.
knows him.
Well, you just won. that interaction with
Yeah.
her, because it is a confrontation with the way she was dealing with it, right?
She was trying to be very confrontational.
Yeah.
That was not.
And I mean, it might not like sometimes that works, but not for us, right? Like we're doing our best here, right? Like, and for people's mental health, I think we needed to do it.
Yeah. No, it was a necessary thing.
So it worked out.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, I went to one of those parties and it was great. It was
fantastic.
And you
so
know what
much
though?
fun.
And you know what though? Even if we did get fined,
a lot of
our
smiling
community would
people, you
pitch
know,
in on
like
that.
they
We
were
would
like,
have that.
yes, we're finally out. We're
And,
able to, at least we're outside. We're not, you know, a lot of
Yeah.
people wore masks and stuff, and
Oh, yeah.
and they were keeping.
I was running past people
um,
dousing them with
signs,
sanitizer.
You know,
Yeah.
there was not many people dancing like close
We had hula
together,
hoops
but
on the ground.
but you know,
Yeah,
it was
put
great.
hula
It was
hoops spaced
great.
about.
It was
Yeah.
great to experience the the social part that you can be
Yeah.
part of something
Yeah.
finally
Right.
instead of
You can go
sitting
close
home
to
and
whoever you
and-
want,
and
like,
being
you
alone.
can-
Well, that was just like I've got enough experience to really we can pull this off, right? Like this, like me and the whole crew, like we know what the hell we're doing.
That whole Awaken Life crew.
Well, like they were just
always
itching to
and
kind of, some of them
forever
are
will
itching to
be-
do something. Some of them are probably never going to do this again, right? Like
Yeah.
we had a really bad hit and like lost one of our leaders, and it's like it will take a lot to fill her shoes. Like a lot of people, really talented people to fill her shoes. They're big.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just like
Funny thing is, she only wore size 7s.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she was a lovely person.
Yeah.
So this was Norman?
No, this is Mel.
No,
Mel,
this is
she
Mel.
passed away. Melly Malloy, DJ
R.I.P.
Fuse.
Sorry.
Yeah.
About 16
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah.
15
Yes,
months ago.
sorry
Yeah,
for
it's
you
still
guys'
pretty
loss.
fresh too.
I know that you
on the
guys
crew.
were.
So that's where it's just like
big
I knew
friends.
like a lot of us like people grieve in different ways, and this crew is no different. And so I was just like, okay, who wants to get involved right now? Like just to help them get through this, right? Like so some people stepped up, and others just like no, we're okay, and I'm okay with that, right?
Well, not everybody knows how to deal with.
Well,
things,
everybody
right?
deals with it
Yeah.
differently, and this one was very sudden and just out of nowhere, and like nobody really knows how to deal with that.
Yes. So what are you guys gonna play today? You
I'm
said,
playing drum and bass.
Drum and bass. You're gonna play
I'll
bass.
I'm gonna have
Who's
to
gonna
say
go
some words.
first?
I guess you can go first if
You
I
can go
fucking
first.
close her out with the fucking heavier drum and bass styles.
I mean,
All right, I'll go first.
I just wanted to have a couple puffs off a cigarette.
Oh, yeah, fair
Y'all want to
Well,
chatter? I will.
I wanted to thank everybody. I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in and watching our podcast. We had.
Did you see me like just
Yeah.
cry and
It's
looking
like-
at the door? I want to smoke.
That was pretty good. That
Like
was
you got
pretty
your
good.
vape and stuff because you quit smoking, you fucking asshole.
Yeah,
So-
no, that was
so-
pretty good. Do you guys have any like for the viewers? Do you guys
Got a bunch
have,
of stuff going on next
like any shows,
next week.
upcoming
I've got
shows?
the radio show. I've got my True North EDM. We got that's
shit,
my
yeah.
bass amp radio on Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain to 9 p.m. or whenever. Because I'm gonna be with you, so we're
Yeah.
doing free hugs on that one, and then
You know,
Saturday.
the fall
When is this
day,
again?
might as well
When is
hang
this?
out.
Well, we might as well hang out because we got a
And do
show
one
at
on
Lux
the street
too.
there, so
Yeah, so we can do a half hug weekend or what? Or a free hug?
I'm not even there.
Not even
half
there.
hug weekend.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Don't.
It's just all over.
Free hugs all weekend.
Free hugs all
Good.
weekend. That'd be
There you
fun.
go.
Even at the show, because we like 9 to 10. I'm 9 to 10, and then you're 10 to 11.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
When is this on Saturday?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the show on Saturday.
Do you have a calendar? that
Do I look like I have a calendar?
Does it look like we
No, man. Seriously,
I don't need it. But I'm gonna ask more experienced DJ if he has one. So we have Deeker have Hug in the studio, and that we talked about, and FreeDa Funk,
FreeDa Funk, Morgan,
X-RAI,
X-RAI, Randeep, let's go, Yuma.
HighOn-BPM's. Thank you
Thank you
everybody
everyone
for
for watching.
listening to our podcast, and now we're gonna go to the music part of the show.
Let's go.
Yes.
This is all the long awaited for Deeker, half hug, let's go. Woo!
You must gun, anything test.
Ready or not? Ready or not? Ready or not? Ready or not? Here I come. Ready or not? 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 Here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
So no one take it personal. Who not talk about done? You think me confident? All me have to do is send for the new gun. Anything test. Lord of mercy.
Ready or not?
Them violent,
Ready or not?
but them dumb.
Ready or not?
Them violent,
Ready or not?
but them dumb friends.
Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide.
But them dumb.
Gonna find you and take it slowly.
So no one take it personal. Who not talk about done? You think me confident? All me have to do is send for the new gun. Anything test. Them violent, we a go put them dumb friends for the oxa. Take out the tongue. Them violent, we a go put them dumb friends for the oxa. Take out the tongue. Them violent, we a go put them dumb friends for the oxa. Take out the tongue. Them violent, we a go put them dumb friends for the oxa. Take out the tongue.
Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide.
Take out the tongue.
Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide.
Take out the tongue.
Gonna find you and make you want me.
When them see me, see the hit man a come. See me, see me just can't done. See me, see the hit man a come. See me, see me just can't done. When them see me, see the hit man a come. See me, just can't done. See me, see the hit man a come. See me, just can't done. Them one time. Them come and them funeral, them things say. Them on the funeral, them one time. Them come and them funeral, them things say. Them on the
When I come up on a version, I'm gonna share this one, you're hard enough, king. Oh, let me come now with that.
call me Mr. Boombastic. She call me Mr. Boombastic. Mr. Lover, lover, the lover. Mr. Lover, lover. Mr. Lover, lover, the lover. Mr. Lover, lover. She call me Mr. Boombastic. Say me fun.
didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Oh, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street.
babe, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, 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 break it, turn it. Point it, zoom it, press it, turn it. Get it, paste it, save it, turn it. Play it, burn it, rip it, crack it, drop it, zip and zip it, stop, stop, break it, turn it. Point it, zoom it, press it, turn it. Get it, paste it, save it, turn it. Watch it, bring it, babe, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop on there. Break it, turn it, break it, point it, zoom it, press it, turn it. Break it, turn it, break it. Break it, drop it, zip it, zip it. Break it, break it, break it. Play it, turn it, break it, drop it, technologist, 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 technologist. Play it, turn it, rip it, crack it, drop it, technologist. Watch it, bring it, babe, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop on there.
Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off. Taking that time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. And the feeling coming from my bones says find a home.
bass father. I am the drum and 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 bass father. Yo, I am the drum and bass father. Got it like Gaza. Don't wear Gucci, don't wear Prada. When I have sex, I like to push it in harder. Strangle the bitch with an iPhone charger. Not for them think the big but I'm larger. What goes around comes around like karma. Fuck the president, fuck Barack Obama. Or to give a fuck about his guns and armor. I'm addictive like Candy Crush Saga. See me with a big spliff and a glass of carver. Bigging up Dizzle Kid and Badness Lava. I don't give a fuck, I'm a drum and bass barer. I ain't got no animals but I'm a farmer. Traumatics got the harvest of marijuana. I was in a hotel room with one freaky bitch. She was masturbating with a banana. I'm the #1 challenger, I'm like a football manager. Annihilate and damage ya, then cannibalize and savage ya. Drinking blood like Dracula, I'm amazing and spectacular. When it's late don't ring my phone, send me a message, I'll get back to ya. When you hear me a badness back to back, make you wanna give your mom a happy slap. Turn your dad into an unhappy chat. I'll fuck you up like a gram of crack, come out of nowhere like a heart attack. Don't talk shit, don't start your crap. You know what I know what I mean, yeah. Right on the mic like whoa, DEV I run the show. Check out my lyrical dirty flow. I get about like a dirty hoe. I spit my bars at a fast tempo. When I'm on grime I spit them slow. When I drop my bars in the rave, you know that the roof is gonna blow. I got the lyrical magical flow. DEV I'm running the show. You might hear me on the drums and bass, and you might hear me on the 140. I got the lyrical magical flow. DEV I'm running the show. You might hear me on the drums and bass, and you might hear me on the 140. I am the drum and bass bar. I am the drum and bass bar. I am the drum and bass father. I am the drum and bass father.
You look like all that sick and we don't want to get that here. We lot of blood clotted. We lot of overplay by the same tune. Everybody play by the same rasta tune. What are they? Alright.
Do you love me? love me? Do you want me? Do you love me? Do you want me? Do you love me? Do you want me?
play a little bit of house, and I'm free to funk.
Wagwan, big man.
When they pump it in the Jeeps, it's gon' rock right. In the streets, it's gon' rock right. At a show, it's gon' rock right. Here we go with the buddy boo, you know how we do. When they pump it in the Jeeps, it's gon' rock right. In the streets, it's gon' rock right. At a show, it's gon' rock right. Here we go with the buddy boo, you know how we do.
We got a little bit of technical difficulties. We're gonna reset the son of a mother sucker. So yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. FreeDa Funk is warming up here. Maybe it's gonna jump in. I hope you guys are having fun as much as we do, and I hope you enjoyed the first edition of Talk Time.
Come on.
Come on.
Kids done. Check this out.
walls and crossing over the break. Around half an hour after Katie swallowed the MDMA. It starts to take effect. Pill or as crystals. It starts to take effect. Pill or as crystals. Take effect. It starts to take effect. Capillary walls and crossing with the brain. Around half an hour after Katie swallowed the MDMA. It starts to take effect. Pill or as crystals. It starts to take effect. Pill or as crystals. Take effect. It starts to take effect.
It's bigger than, but then if you a lie, pants on fire, wolf, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, cry, agent with a Y, I'm gon' know it when I play it, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, fire, wolf, cry, agent by wolf, cry, agent by wolf, cry, agent by wolf, cry, agent by wolf, cry, wolf, cry, wolf, cry, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than. Oh my dog, it's bigger than, but then if you a lie, pants on fire, wolf, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, cry, agent with a Y, I'm gon' know it when I play it, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, fire, wolf, cry, agent with a Y, I'm gon' know it, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, your project put on hold in the real world, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, hop, hip, hop, bigger than, hop, hip, hop, hip, hop, bigger than, hop, hip, hop, bigger than, hop, hip, hop, bigger than. It's bigger than, but then if you a lie, pants on fire, wolf, hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, fry agent with a Y, I'm gon' know it when I play it. Hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than, fire, wolf, cry, agent, fire, wolf, cry, agent, fire, wolf, cry, agent, fire, wolf, cry, agent, fire, wolf, cry, wolf, cry, wolf, cry, wolf. Hip, hop, hip, it's bigger than.
Give it
face, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see your round face or a taste of whiskey. You have to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You have to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. 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 Met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of base for a taste of whiskey. I'll give you some advice. And the whole done.
Bit of free hug, send this off for you. And I think X-RAI after.
Let's 2 chains. Look at you. Now look at us. All my niggas look rich as fuck.
cause the game was given to me. Play my thing, cause ain't nobody tighter than me. I got love for my homies who be running with me. Play no games, cause ain't nobody playing with me. I got pain, cause the game was given to me. Play my thing, cause ain't nobody tighter than me.
Figured I'd Rick Royale just to say thanks for listening.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give.
Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. We were gonna mix some more music, but there's some technical difficulties, unfortunately. Have a good night, everyone. It's sad.